Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala. Today I wanted to do my favorite brushes video, and I'll explain to you what I use them for. Maybe another video I will apply them every brush and show you in the works in action. I'm going to start with eyes. For my eye brushes, I use this in every single video practically. This is the Makeup by Mario EF1 brush. It's pretty big, but it basically covers my whole lid and blends it out and smooths it out instantly. It's just like a one swipe wonder. It's so nice. And this I go for under the eyes. Sometimes I lay it on, sometimes I swipe it over and then blend it. This is my workhorse brush. It's my favorite. And then all the BK Beauty brushes, I have more of them. I just didn't want to pull out every single one, but I have basically all the BK Beauty brushes because they're for every single purpose that you can think of. This is for eyeliner. Actually, this other one I have for eyeliner, this one by, I think, Beauty Blender. I don't know what number it is. It's just their eyeshadow, their eyeliner brush. It's just like a one swipe and done brush as well. So these two are really great for eyeliner, for like powder eyeliners. And then all their brushes. This one I use for under the eyes, the 207. This in the crease, just to lay down color in the crease, the 202. I mean, they're all multi-purpose. For foundations, I love a dense brush. So something thicker, more compact, because I've kind of stopped using my hands for foundation. I used to use them more, but I feel like just to kind of use a brush and keep blending it almost like a lotion, but without your hands is a little bit cleaner, and then I can kind of do the rest of my makeup without being completely messy the whole time. And this one's really nice. It has more of an angle so you can kind of control it a little better. I really enjoy these kabuki type brushes for foundation, and they can also work for any cream related product, whether it's bronzer or blush. They are multi-purpose. For powder, setting powder, this one I use in every single video, and this one I use in every single video. BK 108 for under the eyes and more like pinpoint. And then this one by Ariel, it's A21. This is the big fluffy brush, and really you can use it for bronzer and other things, but I reserve it just for powder, setting powder. And then it has just the right density that it packs in as much powder as I need it to. Maybe you want more, you can pick something else. Maybe you want lighter, you can pick a fluffier brush. But this one they're compact enough that it spreads the powder loosely, but also it adds enough powder that you can see that it's doing something. Blush brushes, I have 3 here for very different purposes. This is for cream alone. I use this for cream blush. It kind of picks up the product and lays it on in not like a thick way, because it has those bristles that are different shapes, different lengths. Then you can kind of apply it a little bit more sparingly so that it doesn't just look too crazy all at once. And then this is my perfect fluffy brush. This is the Flower Beauty. I think it's just the blush brush by Flower Beauty. And it applies blush absolutely perfectly. You just dab it on and then it's like a diffused look and you can build it up. This one you're never afraid of overdoing the color amount. If you just keep going a layer, then it will keep layering. But if you just have the one layer, then it'll be natural, diffused, and really pretty. This one I really like. This is the Sephora 99, and because it's it's like tapered, wide, thin, and then wide, and it's tapered, and it's pretty compact, then it picks up a lot more product. I usually pinpoint it and add more pressure on like the high points, and then I'll blend it out. So if I want a color to be a little bit more placed right here on the cheeks, then I'll use this if I'm not afraid to pack in the color, that specific blush color that I'm using. So this one I use very often as well. The last category is bronzer. I have 4 different types of brushes that I use for bronzers. Let's see. I like this one, the Makeup by Mario F2. This part I don't use for bronzer, just this part. So this picks up the product, but not in its fullest pigment. So it kind of diffuses it as well. A similar idea to what this is doing with the blush. This one picks up the product and you can kind of just stamp it on, and it's not too much, it's not too impactful. It looks really beautiful. So it's a softer look. This one basically does the same thing, but it's even more diffused. If the particular color I'm using, say, is not the right color, it's not the right shade for my olive skin tone, and I have those bronzers, then I will use this and I'll kind of like really diffuse and spread it in a wider range on the face so that it doesn't look like the wrong color. And I'll make it work with a very, like, this is obviously a larger brush, and I'll use a larger brush to apply colors that need to spread farther to look more natural. This one and this one do a pretty similar job, except that this is a little smaller. So if I want to add a bronzer that is my favorite color and I'm not afraid to overuse it, then I will use this and like pinpoint where I want. This is more specific, this is more targeted, and this I will just layer it on without any fear that it looks bad. This is dense, it's very fluffy, but it's dense. So not as dense, of course, as a foundation brush, but this one is packed in pretty close together, so it applies more product. And so does this, but it's a wider range, so it will cover more area. So again, I use these for bronzers that I'm not afraid to add coverage and add the color. So these are ones where I'm sure that I love the color and I just want to go crazy with the bronzer. This one I love for that soft look, and it looks natural, and it's so just really beautiful. I love using it. Just the shape is really nice. Like, there's something about these bristles. I don't know if they're natural animal hair, but there's something about it that just applies the product in a soft way, but also like diffused enough that it looks natural. So if you're using whatever color you have, whether it's one that goes with you or one that doesn't go with your skin tone, this one makes it look really, really nice. So really, out of all of them, I would probably recommend this. It's like you can't go wrong with it. And then I use this for blush or highlight. I think for everything, that's pretty much it. I know I didn't mention concealer, but I use basically this little Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I use this as well for concealer. So I kind of use, yeah, I guess I'll just mention it. This is my one concealer brush. It's the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I just kind of use it, stamp it in. It's like a finger. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. It's really nice, and it's kind of better than the finger, but oftentimes you've seen me use, I do tap in my concealer. But if there was a brush that I use, it would be this one. And then besides the finger and this brush, then I kind of sometimes just go over it with just a concealer, tap it in with a foundation brush. But it doesn't have the same look, and you have to kind of get in there and fix the corners with your fingers if you're using a wider brush. Well, I hope this video helped in describing what brushes I use for makeup and their different purposes. Let me know what you think, and if you'd like to see the brushes applied and in action, I'd love to do that video as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.